So Andre Santos and Tielemans, pretty solid upgrades for the Red Devils.
Yeah, it's much needed for Manchester United, and the fact that they're doing business early, that's a boost for United fans everywhere. But this is sensational. Youri Tielemans is one of the most underrated players in the entire English Premier League. I'd argue he's one of the most underrated in world football. We saw his quality. We saw the lack of quality that Belgium had in the middle of the park without him in there. But just to see a player who's going to give control to that Manchester United midfield, this is probably the first time I've seen a Manchester United midfielder come in and potentially have the same control or some level of control since Michael Carrick was there in 2018 when he played for the club. So the profile of a midfielder the club hasn't had in almost a decade, Benny. It's a big get, and to get him at 35 million, potentially 40 million when you do the add-ons, that's easy money.
Yeah, well, in terms of value, I think it makes a lot of sense, but I'm still really curious of what this team's going to look like. We saw a much improved Manchester United with Michael Carrick as the coach, and Casemiro even looked like a better player. We saw, maybe a year or 2 years ago where Casemiro almost was at the end of his career, it seemed like, and then he kind of revitalized himself. So I think as much as, yes, they're bringing some new players in, I'm really curious what it looks like in terms of a product on the field, because it started to get better for Man United at the back end of last year. Now you're starting anew. So I would, you're a Man United fan, so you're allowed to let your hope, rise to the sky. But remember, it's the hope that kills. So be careful as well. Temper expectations, and let's see how this team kind of starts figuring itself out in the beginning of next year.